Welcome back, everybody! We're here with my beautiful young Zaldrir dragon, Calamit's first baby boy, actually. He's nothing particularly special in stats, but he is a little bit easier to navigate around the map with because he's so much tinier than Calamite is. She's at home resting, don't you worry your little heads. But I was inspired to make this video in particular of how best to tame these beautiful creatures here. I am absolutely loving them. They're probably one of my new favorite mods, if I'm being completely honest with you. I mean, the fact that I can just glide forward without pressing W alone is just amazing, amazing. I love it. But I have several wonderful patrons on the server who also are interested in taming these guys, and some have been having some issues. So I think it would be easier than repeating myself constantly in the Discord to just have a video of my tips and tricks on how to tame a Zaldrir dragon. I will make this abundantly apparent right now. I am not going to make the all-encompassing video about everything. This is not going to be like the best method ever to tame the Zaldrir dragons. No, this is just what I have found working with them myself and what works best for me. Oh, we're gonna take this quest out because I can. And it was low level anyways. Without further ado, the things that you are going to need. You are going to need sheep of... I have low level sheep. Supposedly the higher level sheep and the higher the health, I believe it is, the better you will have in the taming effectiveness of like the initial feeds. However, right here you can see I have some pretty general basic sheep. They're only in the level of 50s. 60 is the max that I think I can currently have with my set of breeding. So it is what it is. These guys are just here to be fed to dragons. You are also going to need something to slaughter the ovis with. I just have my Ascendant Metal pickaxe. It works. You can use a chainsaw, you can use whatever. However, I do suggest it being something that you can collect a little bit of mutton. You don't want to get like one or two bits of mutton. I like to have a handful. So the Ascendant Metal pick does do a pretty good job. I get about 70 from a smack or two, and I still have ovis left over for the dragon itself. The hardest part, honestly, is locating the dragons. They do tend to use Rex spawns from what we've seen, so hopefully that'll be of some, you know, help in your journeys ahead. I am currently, as you can see, on the center map here. So this is where we have had the best luck with levels and finding the dragons themselves. So this is the one that I'm currently suggesting. You obviously can put them on whatever map you want. This is just easier level wise because we all know how story maps are with their levels. So I am going to, for the sake of, you know, time, use our wonderful gene scanner. As you can see, we have somebody not too far from here. It looks like we were flying in the wrong direction. I am not going to go for a high level right now. The goal is simply to... The goal is simply to tame and show off what I find to be a rather effective taming method that has gotten me several high levels as of right now. For those of you who do not know... Oh, this guy might be underground. For those of you who do not know, we do have taming up by 5 on this particular server. Yeah, this guy is underground. So like I mentioned, since they share Rex spawns, they can spawn in the underground of center as well. That is a note to take. I find that one spawns down there about every dino wipe. So we're just gonna go check out and see what is down there. And honestly, if I'm being completely frank with you all, I find that going down into the center, down, like literally down into the underground center of the earth, is kind of the best place because you get big clusters of Brontos, you get Rexes, you can get all of your tames that you need easily in one location. So I actually really do prefer taming them down here. All right, we're back down in the underground. I don't actually know what you would call this place. Oh, level. I call it the center of like the underground center. I just call it the underground a lot. I don't know what the actual. Does this have a name? No, it just says wilderness. We'll just refer to it as the underground here. All right, let's see where this guy is hiding. Oh. There it is. It is a 55 Elder. He's got the Angry. We're not going for a high level, like I said, so we're just going to go ahead and try to get this guy. Now, I will say, oh, 2! I've never seen 2 spawn down here. Oh, 3! I have never seen 3 spawn down here. This is wild. I mean, we might as well go for the 145. I mean, if we can, right? I mean, it all depends on who wants to land first, if I'm being completely frank with you. A 150? Oh, whoa, hello? A 150. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, he's got trash health. Oh my gosh. he's a white dragon. It's fine. We're gonna go with preferably the first one that lands. Now, this is the hardest part, arguably, of the taming method. Getting these bitches to land. What I have found that works best, at least for me, is if you keep something alive on the map long enough, eventually they will just land once you spawn them in. But another thing that I've noticed, at least, it's either coincidental or it actually serves some sort of purpose. Again, I don't know every single thing about this mod. This is just what has worked for me so far, is if you de-render the dragons and then come back. Usually they will land in a relatively short span of time. You can also, stalk them, but I think what we'll do here for brevity's sake is I will bring you back after the fact, because, sometimes it can take... We tailed a dragon for 45 minutes and it didn't land, so sometimes I think they just also don't like certain locations for landing that they spawn in, so we'll see what happens. I'll bring you back once one of these beauties lands. We finally have somebody laying down. Unfortunately, it is the 55, but that's okay. Beggars can't be choosers, especially when we're just trying to do what we can. The dragon is awake. Feed to initiate taming. All right. So this is the beginning of the actual taming method. This isn't a great spot. I won't even pretend. But I am going to throw out a sheep. And I am going to slaughter the sheep. Now, I don't know if you can do this, without killing the sheep, but in my best practice from what is working for me, I kill a sheep. I provide a sheep. And then I'm going to use my grapple here because I don't trust this ground. You need to get close to the dragon. Hello. To provide it a mutton. I'm going to put mutton into my last slot here. We're going to just... Sometimes it's just easier to, crawl on them. Hello. The bigger ones, the hitboxes are a little bit tougher. But you basically got to get close enough. There it is. Feed raw mutton. At this point... back up. At this point, you just need to back up. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably stay over here. If I need to get further out of the way, I will. I definitely recommend bringing medical brews. I haven't here, as you can see, but that's okay. Ooh. Keep back to snoozing. Not ideal. When they go back to snoozing like this, I've noticed that it's kind of harder to initiate taming for them. It is difficult when they land up on these cliffs. So I'm gonna... The dragon has been fed. Oh, I got too close. I'm gonna back up. All right, so now he is eating the sheep. He's not blowing fire directly at the sheep, but he is technically eating that dead sheep. As you can see, he has 6.2% taming effectiveness. He's gonna munch on that sheep for a while. Now at this point, it's a lot of just waiting and watching. So he is laying back down and back up. We're feeding. Now we have to watch for him basically to accept us so we can ride him from like the back, like a cart char. From this point on, it's kind of like a cart char tame. This is a little funky of a place, so I think that's why his animations are a little borked right now. But hopefully it's just a feed or two from here and we can get on this back. I've usually noticed that they eat 2 or 3 times depending on size. Ow, 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 ow. I'm just gonna scooch out of the way here. You may notice that my dragon was already bloody a little bit before that. I may have accidentally flown into the sun and didn't know that that would light you on fire because I don't do a lot down here. I'm gonna be potentially silly. What I'm gonna do is ball up my current dragon. And we're gonna try to get a little bit closer, but hopefully out of the fire. Oh, I think here we go. Nope, he's still eating. Yep, fire blowing. Okay. Notice how sometimes he kind of... Oh, here he goes! Yep, I think he's getting ready. I think he's... Yep. Oh, please don't knock me down. All right, I think he is ready to be ridden. So sometimes I've noticed that the actual taming percentage fluctuates. Ooh, don't knock me down, babe. I'm trying to tame you. Okay, so now he's in a position of which I can get on his back. I'm gonna do this because he's in such a weird spot. All right. And from here, it is Karcher taming. We now have our boy. Bruh, chill. We now have our boy, and we can ride him. Up top, you can see we have a rather extended period of time, and it's the first flight, hunt mighty prey with the Zaldrir to prove your worth. Oh, there's the red one. I haven't seen him in like a hot minute. So we're gonna go down here, and what I have noticed is they love big sauropods and theropods, and if you can find max levels, the better. There it is. You like that. You don't have to finish it all the way. You don't have to eat the body. I'm gonna eat this aloe because I can. They are slow to the bite, especially the bigger ones like these elders. He liked that too. As you can see down below, the red bar is your taming bar, and the bond bar below that is actually imprint. Like I said, our server does have 5 times taming. I don't know if that also affects the bond strength, but that will overall be the imprint at the end, because originally you would raise them from eggs, much like wyverns. You would trank out a dragon and tame them that way. I believe there is still INI that you can turn on and do it with the trank out method, and then just take the egg and hatch the egg. But I personally find this to be a lot funner. It's a lot more interactive, and you can get some pretty cool bits out of it and stress out a little bit. So this guy seems to be a big boy. A 150 Bronto with alpha buff. Cool. So this is going to be worth a lot. Oh, he liked that pterodon too. Wow. This is going to be worth a lot percentage-wise. So sometimes you might even go up against a Rex that's only level 15 and you'll get like 0.7%. Honestly, I haven't found to like myself running out of time. Even when I had to start from 0%, I still had plenty of time to tame what I needed. Oh, all the way up to 63. And you can notice that after every single time you kill something, your meter fills all the way back up, like your health. So you don't have to worry about surviving through everything on one health bar. Your health will return to you after you have completed killing something. And it doesn't have to be something that improves the taming bar. I'm pretty sure I killed a Dimorphodon, and that's how we saved Calamite from being completely murdered. But, you know, I cannot neither confirm nor deny that. I think it was a Dimorphodon, but it saved her life, that's for sure. Oh, he liked the Alpha Raptor. We got a little dodgy there. Admittedly, I got a little spooked there. I'm not gonna lie, but it's okay. Oh, the 145 is down over here. All right, well, we gotta finish taming this low level first. As you can see, Unworthy Prey popped up. I probably killed like an Ichthy or a Dodo. That's fine. The Unworthy Prey, I've noticed, at least on our servers, hasn't adjusted bond strength or doesn't lose taming effectiveness that I've noted. So don't have to worry if you accidentally kill something to, you know, get some health back. It's not gonna do too much damage. You're just not going to gain any taming effectiveness. Okay. So from my, you can't really see it right now, but we're fighting some trikes. You might be able to hear it. From my testing and many tames, hey, that 150 trike was enough. From my many testings, trikes, stegos, parasaurs, other Zaldrir dragons, tyrannosauruses, spinos, allos, and anything of those weight classes are going to be good enough to tame your Zaldrir dragon. So Brontos, Diplodocus, and high-level Tyrannos have been the best. And I've noticed that mod creatures work as well. I have fought Acros, and that worked. So no worries if you're concerned that these Zaldrirs won't recognize mod creatures. They do. I think they just recognize drag weight. All right, we're back for this 145. So one could say that I'm being a little greedy here. Okay, yep. The Dinotheriums, not great. I'm gonna admit, not great that they're there. They suck. Hi. All right, fed, deposit, Ovis, Hunk, and then, oh, I didn't know you were that color. Huh. Kill Ovis. Hunk. Now, this guy, we flew by and, or excuse me, this female, we flew by. I don't know if she's gonna accept this a second time. Yeah, she's open to it. Hell yeah. So now, once again, you want to linger close, but you have to be careful you're not too close because the fire does suck. It will hurt you. I do not recommend standing in the way of the fire. But we'll just wait here. Hopefully nothing comes and screws with us while she nom-noms eats, and then we can get on our back.
A few moments later.
There it is, and fully tamed. Beautiful. Now we got a dragon with yellow fire. That's all I got for you guys right now. That's all I can, those are all the tips and tricks I have. Just have lots of mutton, have lots of med brews available for when you inevitably get caught on fire, because if you don't get caught on fire, I think you're lying. But we have another beautiful dragon to add to the mix. 2 back-to-back, really easy. So the method at least works for how I've tested it. Just got to get you those Ovis, and I know that the higher the level of the Ovis, the better. So if 50 is working for me on ×5, I would, you know, take that with a grain of salt. So make sure you get your nice fat Ovises ready, and you too can have a dragon just like this one. See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.